This is
Culmina Fund.
Resist, persist, and reimagine. A new era for African women's political power. Welcome to Season 2 of Culmina Fund's podcast, Resist, Persist, and Reimagine. A new era for African women's political power. In today's episode, we turn our attention to the crisis in Sudan and the women who refuse to remain silent. We are honored to be joined by Samia El Hashmi, a prominent lawyer and international advocate for women's rights. Samia is a co-founder and president of Mutawinat, an organization that uses law as a strategic tool for positive change for women in Sudan. As she explains to us, Mutawinat is an Arabic word that translates to women working together, a principle that has guided her life's work. This conversation goes to the heart of what it means to persist during conflict. Samia joins us from Egypt, where she is currently based due to the ongoing war in Sudan. Despite the distance, her work continues. She shares how her organization is assisting refugees and internally displaced persons who have lost their documentation, and how they are combating a heartbreaking resurgence of female genital mutilation, FGM, which is being practiced under the misguided belief that it protects girls from sexual violence during the war. But beyond the immediate crisis, Samia helps us reimagine the political future. She challenges us to view democracy not as a destination, but as a tool that enables women to practice their full rights as citizens. She also issues a powerful call to action for the international community to support Sudanese solutions rather than impose an external interest on a country of such strategic geography. Here's our conversation with Samia El Hashmi.
Thank you for agreeing to being part of this, Samia.
It's my pleasure to join you in this conversation. And I will start with what is Mutawinat means in Arabic.
Exactly.
It is an Arabic word. It means women working together.
Maybe if we could just jump into the segment. I'm curious to understand, and maybe even our audience would like to know more about what really influenced your activism journey.
It's a long story. Since my childhood, I'm not keep silent when things are wrong in front of me. I'm the advocate for my classroom. I'm an advocate for my brothers and sisters at home. And I have this, I can say talent maybe, to articulate the case and to push for it. So when we graduated from the university, I joined one of the offices, law offices in Sudan. My mentor influenced me by lawyers should not keep silent for what is happening in the community while they are doing their work. They have to be to engage with the community. So he encouraged us, me and my fellow colleagues in the office, to be part of what is happening in the community. And also, my observation in the courts, women are struggling to access justice because of money, because of being restricted by the community or the traditions, especially for claiming their rights in families, in inheritance rights or maintenance for the kids, these kind of issues. So we are a group of friends. We thought about why we institutionalize this assistance. We are doing it as pro bono from our own offices. We wanted to institutionalize this legal aid. So in 1990, we formed Mutawinat.
Awesome. How has the war impacted the work that your organization does in defending the legal rights of women and also ensuring that you continue to facilitate access to justice to women, and especially in monitoring some form of accountability now during the war and even beyond that down the line?
Actually, after the war, we concentrated on providing legal services, accessing justice for refugees, for refugees who were based in Sudan from the neighboring countries, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Yemen, and Syrian. Also for the internal displaced people who moved from Khartoum to northern states or to Al Jazeera state or to eastern part of Sudan. Also, we concentrate on these projects because our other projects in terms of legal awareness, having other activities, it is difficult during the wartime. So we restricted our work for accessing justice program to these categories, and also because most of the people lost their documentations, birth certificates and marriage certificates. We assisted them to issue it again from Port Sudan. Now the government moved to Port Sudan. Also, we had some projects in FGM, combating FGM, because it spread again after the war, because people practicing it in the sense that it protects the girls from being raped or being sexually harassed. So we had a project on FGM by training the law enforcement bodies and personnel on how they are implement the article. Actually, the article of criminalizing FGM in Sudan is new. It's not. It's new, so they need how they are going to implement it. So this kind of work we are doing right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
From your standing point at the moment, how can philanthropy institutions or funds like Colmena support democratic initiatives and also women's political leadership at such a time in Sudan and especially again within the global south?
Actually, I think the engagement of women, especially young women, in political arena nowadays is desperately needed, because we are in a stage of history of Sudan that women need to be part and parcel of the peace talks, ending the war. So Colmena Fund can support and be the backbone of our work in terms of most of the people now are very much engaged in the humanitarian work, but we need, in the same time, we need political awareness, we need political engagement, we need political activists or politicians to be engaged in the peace talks. And women now are, I can say, fragmented due to the war and very high polarization happening. We need women to bring women again back to the women agenda and how they can push the peace talks forward. Yeah.
How can, because we really want to continue making noise about what's happening in Sudan. We've seen all hashtags around, all eyes on Sudan and the likes. How can women rights organizations in Africa and even around the world stand in solidarity and show solidarity for the women in Sudan?
Actually, women in Sudan now, the most affected category for this war. They have been used as the sexual violence as weapon of war, women as sexual slavery, and really we Sudanese women need the solidarity of the international and organization to amplify their voices, to build their capacities to push for the peace and ending the war. It's desperately needed. Yeah.
So the solidarity behind that and the collective power and the movements are very important.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In your experience and in your context, Samia, you've been in this space for a very long time,
Yeah.
and it's imperative for me to even acknowledge that we look up to women like you and many others within the continent. From that lens, what does democracy mean to you or look like to you?
Actually, democracy is not a destination. No,
I like that.
It is
Yeah.
a process or it is a tool enable us to discuss, to talk about issues itself. When we are talking about, for instance, quota system. When we are talking about quota system, we are not just talking about percentage. We are talking about the importance of engaging women. Why women is important for democracy. So for me, when we are talking about democracy, we need democracy that enable people and women in particular to practice their rights as citizens, not as mothers only or as young people only. No, as citizens have full rights to take care and to decide about the current and the future of the country.
Thank you so much for that. And as we wrap up, what will be your parting shot, again, around supporting the movements, the women's rights organizations, and anyone who'd like to stand in solidarity with Sudan? What will be your call to action?
Actually, what we expect from the women groups, women organizations, women movements all around the world is to talk about Sudan and to accompany Sudanese women to talk and shed light on what is happening in Sudan and to push for Sudanese solution, the international community and the women movement to push for the solutions as we want it to be solve the problem. For us as Sudanese or Sudan as a country of wealth and strategic geographical its location in the continent is very strategic. So some actors and some countries, they have their own interests in the country, and they are offering assistance or offering solutions. For us, it is not Sudanese solutions. We have our own mechanism solutions for conflict. We need the support of the friends of the alliances that they can support us, but they need to understand what we are looking for these solutions to look like. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's been a honor having you with us and sharing these rich perspectives with us. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless you for being with us here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resist, persist, and reimagine. We've reached the end of our episode. We are thankful to our guest and our host Lilian Boothie for this insightful conversation about the present and future of politics for African women. If you like this episode, please don't hesitate to listen to the full series of Resist, Persist and Reimagine, a new era for African women's political power, available on your favorite audio platform. Don't forget to share and comment on this episode. You can follow Colmena's Fund's work on social media on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Blue Sky, and YouTube. Until next time, resist, persist, and reimagine. A new era for African women's political power.